Hey, how you doing? This is Tony from 6-String Corner, and today we're going to cover side one of Hemispheres. Actually, we're going to do the Prelude, which is encompassing parts of the entire album. So honestly, if you learn the Prelude and you want to learn the rest of this side, the whole song, which is a 18-minute song, all these parts do exist in the other songs. So you already get a head start. So let's get in and tackle this one. I will admit it's not the easiest piece to do, but so if you like a challenge or you feel like you can dive in and learn some wacky chords and some crazy time signatures, this one is for you. This is in the 6-String Corner tab library. Go ahead and click the link down below. It's in that description, and I think that that should be of use to you. You might want to actually open that up as you're going through this lesson. All right, so let's get on with the song. So we start with the Hemispheres chord, and it's this here. All right, so those of you who don't know what this is actually if you take an F major bar chord, all right, you place it right here, and then you lift your pointer finger off the first, second string so that they're open. That is the Hemispheres chord. The official name is an F sharp 7 added 11th. We're just going to say F sharp here, just to kind of not have as many vowels and consonants. You're going to start that with a very specific rhythm. So you would follow this. All right, and then we're going to go to an A added 9. Now I just played it over here. Actually, I think it sounds better over here, to be honest with you. So what you're going to do is you're going to go from here to here. We're going to be revisiting this formation, the Hemispheres chord and the F sharp, but it's also done here on the A, just like that. And you'll come into it's what we call the A. It's called an A add 9, and you're gonna hit that chord at the beginning of the measure, and then you'll add a little bit of a picking sound right here. And then you're gonna take this, and then you're gonna go over to the C major 7. And you're gonna do that picking here on the G, E, and B strings. C major 7 is like a C chord, except you're going to lift up your pointer finger and you're going to play that open string. And then you're going to go and play some power chords. You're going to go F, which is an F5, F major, and then a G major chord, and then a G added 9. And how we do that is, well, first of all, you'll play the G right here like this. I know there's different ways to play it, but it probably will work here, because then you can drop your middle or your pointer finger, whichever is more comfortable for you. And you're going to press down on that A note, which is the second note on the G string, and then back to the G. So putting that in context here, back to G. So this next part is this part here. 2 on the 5th string, 2 on the E string, 3 on the E string, and then you can play 5 on the A string, or if you really want to slide it up, you can play 10 on the low E string. I don't do it that way. I like this. And then you play part of it again. All right, and then you will start on the D, but that D is now going to start the second half. So it's that D note. It's the 5th note on the A string, 5th note on the E string, 6th, drop to 1, and that one you'll slide down to. Twice. I would advise, if you can, when you do the slide, end your pointer finger right here, because you've got to jump up right here to play the next part of the song, which is going to use that Hemispheres chord, and you would like to have your pointer finger right there. So when you're playing this, I end up sliding with my middle pointer. However you want to do it, just really try to end with that pointer finger here so that you can go right to that Hemispheres chord, which is the next part of the song. You're going to revisit this F sharp added 7, all right, F sharp 7 added 11, sorry, the Hemispheres chord here in F, and then the Hemispheres chord on the B, we're going to visit that, and then do that a couple times, and you go to the A. We hit this earlier. You're going to come here to the same thing again. Same thing. It's not a major. I'm using those open strings, the E and the B, and then you slide this up to the D, right over here, which is up on the 10th fret. Now I've seen it done over here too. I personally like it here, but you know, potato potato, you'll still accomplish the same thing. Here's the rhythm. When you go and play it, all of the time you're going to do it's 2 times. You're going to strike the lower strings and then do a arpeggiated pattern on the higher strings. You're also going to notice that this happens a few times in the song, whether it's arpeggiation or chords, where he'll stay on the same chord and go low high. All right, just to give it added some extra texture into the sound. The F sharp going to be 2. So that's open string. All right, I'm plucking the G string. Again, I'm holding this chord, and then an open B. And then I take this formation and go up here to the B, which is, I'm on the 7th fret here. And then you're going to play that again, and that's going to be just string 1, 2, 3. And then it repeats. And to the B. Then you're going to go to the A. So you can take this exact formation, don't bar it, come down to the A, which is, now we're at point your fingers on the 5th fret, and you're going to pick it the same way you did on the B. So 2, and then 1, 2, 3, strings 1, 2, 3. And then repeat. And then you're going to go to the D, which is up here. This is technically called a D6 add 9. Again, you can check the tabs, you can get the names of these chords. So I'm just abbreviating DA, unless it's really necessary to actually specify it, because there's all kinds of crazy chords in this thing you'll see on the tab. All right, and then you got this D added 9, and you're going to pick it the same way you just did on the other two, the A and the B, but you're just going to do it once. And then you're going to strike that power chord portion, at least the lower 4 strings. Maybe it's not a power chord, the lower 4 strings. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to go on to the next section. You're going to run down the scale here. So 2, 0, 4, 2, 0, 4. All right. So from the G to the D to the A string. And then you're going to come back up and play another riff going a note higher in the scale. So now we're going to be on 4, 2, 0 on the G, 4, 2, 0 on the D. And then we're going to go to our chord. All right, this section involves a G major 7 chord ish. It sounds like this. So this is played with the middle finger on the 3rd fret on the low E, pointed finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, and then these 2 fingers are going to be on the 4th fret, D and G respectively. Now what you'll also probably need to do, if you miss it, it's not the end of the world, but there is an open B in this too. So you have to kind of bring your hand out just a little bit, rock it out like this. Okay, it's like you see, I didn't hit it all the time. There you go, that's it. If you miss it, it's not the end of the world because it's the same note as the B here. But there's definitely you can hear that open B ringing when you listen to it. And then you'll go to a F sharp 7 sus 4. So the pointer finger is actually going to bar on the 2nd fret, the low E string, and it's also going to be touching the 2nd fret on the D string, but you're going to want to bend your knuckle, and the reason is because we're going to want to hear that open B again. So you kind of press that, so you're pressing down on the lower 3 strings. Ring finger goes on the A string, 4th fret, little finger is on the G string on the 4th fret. And you want to try and get that B open if you can. Now if you can't get that open B, it's not the end of the world because you're still hitting that note. Right? If you can get that open B, it sounds kind of cool, but so it's just one time. Repeat it, and then you're going to do this 4 times. Then you're going to come into this arpeggiated pattern here. So if you have your pedals and whatnot, or your amp, whatever, you're going to go to more of a cleaner sound, slightly cleaner sound. So you're going to pull back on some distortion or overdrive. Make sure you have that chorus rolling. The chorus should be actually rolling throughout this entire song anyway, with a little extra delay or reverb and whatnot. And here's how that goes. Chord that you're going to play looks like it starts with a G power chord, with a 2-finger power chord. So we're on the G note, which is 3rd fret, and on the A string we're on the 5th fret, and then the middle finger is going to go here on the 4th fret on the G string, and we're going to utilize that open G. Pattern goes like this: 6, 5, 4, 3, back to 4. And then you're going to slide over to here. Now this is more like an F sharp minor chord. Okay, where you're barring the whole 2nd fret, and you're going to play that same picking motion. Alright, so it's going to be repeat. The last one, what I did here is 6, 5, 4, 2, 2nd string, 2, and then down to the 3rd string. And then you come back to, you know there's a break in there. Alright. And then we're going to go to the next arpeggio pattern, which we're going to transition to. Alright, so it's just G, which is 3rd fret on the E, and then you go back to the open A, to back to the G. Alright, now this F shaped kind of chord here looks exactly the same as that G that I just did. We're just going down 2 frets. 1, 3, 2. Open strings on the G and the B. You're going to use that again. It'll be like this. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, and then back to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Twice. And then we're going to go to an E. Next part involves harmonics, natural harmonics. Alright, here's the harmonics. So I'm just going to say that the fret and the string. So we're on 7 on the D, and then we're on 9 on the low E, 7 on the low E, 7 on the A. Alright, twice, and then you're going to go 7, 9, 7, just like you did before, and then we're going to go over to the 12th fret on the D. So putting those two together. Alright, and then that last part, I think this is the one that's a little debatable for me. Is I don't know if he holds it, if he does that, or if he goes, or or if there's 2 in there. It's kind of hard for me here. Either way, you're going to just come back and you're going to hold on that D. You're not going to go to any other note on the harmonic, all right? Just natural harmonics. That's all you're going to be doing on this. You're going to do that about, I think, 4 times. Then when the bass kicks in, the band kicks in, you'll do a couple of these, you'll do some of these extra times here. You're going to go, you can do it one more time on this. And then you close it. And then it's a brief pause, like a really brief rest. So the next section will be this part here. All right, let's take it right there. So what you're going to do here is some power chords. So A, B, and then this little lick right here. Or either way, it's 4, 5 on the A string, back to 4 on the A string, and you can either go open A or hit the 5th fret on the low E string. So potato, whichever. Alright, I like doing this way, but you know, as long as you get that A in there, that's fine. And then we're doing this power chords, an E power chord. Alright, this is a chord that Alex uses a lot, and not just on this album. This is a E power chord, which is, you know, you would press down the first 2, almost like you're playing an E minor. And then he puts the little finger on the 4th fret here on the G string, and then open B, open E. Now, that's how he plays it, no problem. Sometimes I'll do it. Sometimes I'm a little lazier, and I'll go like this. Oh, it looks like the E major. No, it's not. The pointer finger, instead of pressing, I'm just muting that string so I don't hear it. So, whichever suits your fancy. I like doing it here. Either way, what he does here is that this is one of those low to high or low to full chord. Right? It's just low, high, high. Just like that. Or if you're going to play it this way. Alright, you hear how that is? It's low to high, high, low, high, high on that E major chord. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get your fingers up here to play this. It's a D formation, but we're on the 4th fret. This is on the 4th fret, and this is the 5th. Looks like the D chord, but it's actually an E. And so it's just that D. You just drop your little finger on that 5th fret, and then come back, and then you're going to take this and drop it down to the 2nd fret. That's your little finger going up again on the 3rd fret. And then, now this could be played a couple of different ways. This is the way I've been doing it for decades. But the bottom line is you're going to go with doing A flat, A, B. You can also play it, so you can play 4, open A, and then the B note on the 2nd fret on the A string, and then either way, stop. Then you're going to play this A. Alright, he just strums off on that A chord, and then that's just an A to a B, just doing a series of 8th beats, 4 of them, and then 4, 5. Note there's a stop. 4th fret on the A, 5th fret on the A, and stop. And then we go on to the next section where we're going to go D string 7 and 6, and then on the A string we're playing the 7th fret here, and then we're going to play this. Alright, this is where the singing comes in the prelude. So we're going back to that E. Again, low, high, a quick A5, A power chord, and now we're back to that Hemispheres chord on the F sharp. Here's the chord progression that follows it. Okay, what is that? All right, so that's a D, D sus4. We drop the little finger there on the 3rd fret, back to the D, and then power chorded up A, E, and then we're going to do an A over C sharp, which looks like this. It's like an A5 over C sharp. So you're still going to keep the finger pressed like you're playing an A chord, except you'll probably bring your ring finger up on the 4th fret on the A string. Some people like to use a little, but I'll use the ring. All right, and that's your A over C sharp. And then hold this pointer finger there, and you're going to put your little finger on the 5th fret on the A string. All right, and that forms what's called the D sus2. A, B, C over C sharp. You're just going to repeat that whole section. And then when you get to the very end of that section, all right, now from here, we're going to go on to the next part. A little bit of movement going on with the hand, so let me go through that arpeggiated pattern with you, okay? So this is that D sus that we just played, which is the little finger on the 5th string, 5th fret, and then we're going to still hold that A like we're playing that A chord, just like that. So it's going to be, you're going to lead into it, 4th fret on A, 5th fret on A. Those are both on the 2nd fret, D and G string. And then you're going to pick an open A. And then this will be on the 4th fret on the A, open D. And then make it like you're performing an E major chord. You're not going to hit the low E, but you're going to hit the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. And then from there, you got to get to the 4th fret. I use my little finger, however you want to do it. I use my little finger because I can get to it quicker. And that's on the 4th fret on the low E string, and then it hits the low E. And then you repeat. When you do the very end of that part, the very last time, all right, and then you're going to hit this 2nd fret on the low E, which is an F sharp, and then you're going to lead into the next section. Now this next section involves these chords. They're going to be bar chords. So you got, well, 3 of them are. G major, then you can do a B sus. All right, he uses this chord a lot, not just on this album. This is a very popular Alex Lifeson chord. And then you're going to go to F major. And then you go with A sus. Now A sus is a little bit easier to play. Right here. Alright, so you're going to put 2nd fret on the D and the G string, and then open B and E. There's alternating times where he just strums the chord. There's some times when he adds in that E and the B string. So it's all listed on the tab, so you can get the exact ones, but I'll kind of just quickly go through it. All right, so it starts with the G, just 2 times, B sus, 2 times. You go to the F, you're going to hit once, and then put this, there's your first time doing it, to A sus. Go to the G, do that again. You go to the B sus. Now you're going to add this quarter beat triplet, and you're going to go once, 1, 2, 3. All right, you'll be doing that with the band. So go to the F, and go to the A sus2. Then from there, we're going to go to a C major 7. Remember we did this earlier. Remember that's the one that looks like a C. Pick your pointer finger up. Okay, all 5 of these strings here. And you're going to pluck it the same way you just did in the other previous chord. You're going to do once, and then strings 1 and 2. From there, you're going to go F, G, G at 9. We did this earlier. Back to the G. All right, and now from here, we're going to start revisiting stuff that we already did. So I'm going to kind of just breeze through this because we've already done these parts. We come into then with this F sharp. All right, only once. We don't do anything more. Then we go to this A sus2. That's the rhythm. Low, full chord, low. When I say low, low parts of the low notes in the chord, and then you do another one of that quarter beat triplet. All right, C major, 7, and then again, 1, 2, 3. All right, and now here's the closing part of the prelude. F major, major, G add 9, and then you're going to go to the C. This is going to be a triplet, quarter triplet, whatever. I don't know, I'm probably butchering the name, but it's going to be C, C, G over B, and then you're going to play an E. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know maybe what I missed or what you'd still want to hear or want me to make a video on. I would appreciate hearing from you all, whether it's good or maybe not so good. The 16-quarter tab library is down below, so if you haven't got it, go ahead and get it now. You're going to need it for this song. All right, thanks a lot for watching, and rock on.